Hey, I got a question for you. Are you making as much money in your job as you would like? Are you building wealth and equity with that job? Are you creating a legacy for your family? No, of course you're not. You've got a job, right? I'm going to talk to you today about how you can use franchise ownership to one, control how much money you make, keep going until you're happy, build wealth, build equity, build a legacy for your family. Sound pretty good? That's what we're going to talk about today. So why the heck should you listen to me? Let's start with that. My name is Tim Parmeter. I'm the founder and CEO of FranCoach. FranCoach, we are a national search firm. Been doing this for almost a decade now. We are here to help people get properly educated about franchise ownership to determine if it's the right path, and then if so, help them find the best franchise for them to own. We're partnered with over 600 franchises in 70 industries, so that part's pretty easy. It's really the education part that we're going to focus on. So today, one of the biggest things that we run across is almost every single person we talk to that looks at franchise ownership, there's one word that surrounds it, the why they're doing it. And it is not money, believe it or not, it is control. Yes, that control covers the money, but it's time, freedom, flexibility. It's basically, I'm making this, I want to make at least that, or at least grow it, or make the same amount of money with more freedom and flexibility. So how do we kind of scale and grow this to what we want, right? So first off, and I will say this over and over and over and over as we work with people, and I need you to hear me, the money follows the fit. So what does that mean? So maybe we're looking at franchise X, and boy, you're looking, gosh, everybody and all the owners in franchise X, they're really happy. They're making a ton of money. I love it. I got to be a part of this, right? And there are a lot of people out there that are going to tell you this is the best franchise to own. This is the franchise that makes all the money. They're either lying or they don't know what the hell they're talking about, okay? Or they're trying to sell you something. The money follows the fit. Franchise X, geez, it looks like they're making a lot of money. They're very happy. But the main things that franchise needs you to do is 1, 2, 3. These 3 things, right? And you write out your skill set of the best 5 things you do and the worst 5 things you do. These 3 things that they need are in this list of the things that you do the worst. I hate cold calling. I hate business to business sales. I hate managing this type of person, as an example. The 3 things that they need here are not 3 things that you're good at. You will never reach the happiness those franchise owners have. You'll never hit the money. You'll be miserable and it will not work out, okay? Reason why franchise owners have struggles or ultimately fail is they didn't follow the plan. They didn't put forth the effort. I can't help you if you're going to be lazy and not smart enough to follow the plan, right? The other thing is it's the wrong fit, okay? The money follows the fit. We are going to help make sure we have built it out properly so you do that, so we don't make that mistake, right? So now how do we get to the money? Well, for some people, depending on what their goals are financially, one unit of that franchise might hit every last bit of their goals, right? Time they're spending, money they're making, doing the things that they want to do, surrounded by the people they want to be surrounded by. And if that's the case, that is fantastic, right? And if you never grow past that, besides the control and the time and freedom and flexibility and being around the people you want to be around, the advantage of the franchise ownership role versus a job, when you leave that job at the end of the day or the end of your career or your tenure there, whether it's your choice or theirs, you don't get to sell that position to the next person. You don't get to pass that position on to somebody in your family. You just walk. Yeah, you made the money. Oh yeah, they gave you a 401k, yippee. But you walk. When you're done with the business and you are ready to exit out of that, the exit strategy is always sell it. So now you've made all the money throughout the time you've owned it, but now you have sold that business and you have cashed out. Or perhaps you pass it on to somebody in your family. Maybe it's one of your kids and now they are taking that over. Okay. That is, again, kind of the wealth and equity piece of the franchise, right? But what if that one unit isn't enough for you, right? You want more. Now you've got a couple things we can do. We're going to scale the franchise. If it is a retail franchise, pretty obvious, we're going to have multiple locations of that we're going to build out over time. If it is a non-retail franchise, now we're going to have multiple territories of that. And we can continue to scale. Maybe 2 gets it done. Maybe it's 3. Maybe you own an entire metro market. We have had owners that have owned an entire state, right? That is huge scalability, right? That's the spread, right? Now, what if we can also look at this from most people get multiple units of this, but you can also own multiple brands of a franchise, right? Okay, I own franchise number 1. I've got 3 units. We are rolling, we are happy, but we've kind of spread as far as we want to spread, right? Now let's bring in franchise number 2. It could be complementary. It could be completely different. I've got a cleaning franchise and a painting franchise, right? And I use those examples all the time. So 2 home services. Hey, you trusted us to clean your house. You'll trust us to paint your house. Awesome. Maybe we're cleaning your house and then we own a fitness studio, right? Does not matter. It can be whatever you want it to be. Again, the money's going to follow the fit. When we're ready for number 2, we need to reevaluate to make sure what was the right fit here for number 1 may not be for number 2, right? So now we've got that opportunity to build and scale. And again, you can just keep going, right? What's the old kids movie, Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, one of those 2, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Same thing with this, just keep growing, just keep growing. Are we spreading? Are we stacking? Are we spreading and stacking, right? There's no limit to this. Like, it's cheesy, but the sky really is the limit on what you can turn this into. Continue to grow, build. It is all there for you, right? You have complete 100% control over the growth, what you turn this thing into. Again, follow the plan, put forth the effort. We got to find the right fit, but that's how you grow this into whatever you want. At whatever point you stop, right? And you're like, I am good here. And this is an important difference between the corporate world. End of the year in the corporate world, hey, that's an awesome job, Tim. Yeah, we're going to need another 20% next year. And I'm sitting here going, nah, dude, I'm good right where I am. My workload, my money, I'm all fine. Doesn't matter. We're going to need 20% more. As a franchise owner, when you get to that point where you are good, is that a single unit? And maybe you're only middle of the pack in that franchise, but you're happy where you are. Nobody in that franchise is going to say boo to you about how you need 20% more. They're going to ask you, are you comfortable? Do you want to grow? We'll help you. But if you're happy, they're happy. It's like, this is like marriage. Happy wife, happy life, happy franchisee, happy franchisor. Okay. If you've grown into 7 brands and 26 locations over 3 states, and that's your comfort zone, then that's where you level off and you stay right there. Again, the franchisors in that example are going to say, cool, we're here, we want to expand and grow, but now you've built all of that for the revenue coming into you and the wealth and equity for eventually a big, nice payday at the end. That's how you build your happiness. That's how you build and be able to turn that and build your empire, grow your empire through scaling a franchise opportunity. That's how it's done. Now, how to get there, that's what our team is for here at FranCoach. Click the link, schedule a call with us. There is never any fee for our service. Really, never any fee for our service. We're kind of like recruiters. We're compensated by the franchisor. Let's set up a quick 15-minute consultation. Again, it's all free. Let's figure out if this is the path for you, and perhaps we can help you create your better tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk with you soon.